Hi, thank you for joining me again. My name is Anita Malji and I'm a senior yoga teacher at YogaWorks. I've been teaching yoga since 2003 and it's my pleasure and honor to lead you in class today. I wanted to discuss before we get started, what does yoga mean, or what are the many meanings of yoga? There are so many. One of the meanings of yoga is the cessations of the fluctuations of the mind. With all the information coming at us today and the constant updates on coronavirus, I don't know about you, but my mind sometimes feels like a conveyor belt at a very busy airport. And there is just so much luggage on this conveyor belt that I'm not sure which black bag is mine. There are way too many black bags on this conveyor belt. One of the meanings of yoga is finding the union between the mind, the body, and the spirit, the breath. And my practice for us today is to get us to a place where we can meditate on our breath, feel the ecstasy that one is able to feel when that connection is made. And to get there, how do we get rid of the restlessness, the anxiousness, the feeling of wanting to do something but not knowing what and how? So let's get started. If you have children in your home, this is a fun one to do with them. Come on up and stand up with me. We're going to do 3 rounds of jumping, 12 jumps each, and I encourage you to be creative. So the first one's just going to be super simple. We're going to start by just jumping up and down 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Be a little creative on the second round. I'm going to do out and in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last round, be very creative. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. All right. My heart rate is up from that, but I need a little bit more. Perhaps you do too. So let's do a few lunges, planks, and downward facing dog, and this will get us ready for our practice to move inwards. So, right leg forward, left leg back. Go ahead and drop the left hand down. Left knee to the ground. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, right hand to the floor, downward facing dog. Left leg forward. Left hand up, inhale. Option to keep the back knee up or go back into a lower lunge. Exhale. Left hand down, front leg back, downward facing dog. Let's do 4 more. Inhale. Exhale, hand to the floor, front foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg forward. And if you have the opposite leg, opposite from me, that's okay. We have 2 sides. And we're going to do about 5 rounds on each side. This is round 3. Inhale up. Exhale, hand to the floor. Front foot back. Inhale. And then exhale. Just warming our body. Some of you are joining me here with the lower leg down. It doesn't have to look any specific way. We're just moving our limbs, getting some of that restless feeling out of our arms, out of our spine. We're just moving it around. I believe this is my last side. Go ahead and settle down. When you get to your 5th round, into downward facing dog. When you're in downward facing dog, the first one, turn the index finger and thumb forward towards the front of your mat so that the gate of your chest and shoulders are wide. Pull your chest back. On the inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, bend your knees, pull your chest back. Lift your tailbone, buttocks up, and slowly slide the heels down, sending the legs back. Do this twice more. Inhale, lift up.
Exhale, bend your knees, draw the chest back. Slide your knees back, release the heels towards the floor. They don't have to touch. And one more time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend your knees, draw the chest back, press the palms down, and slowly release the heels to the floor. Let's walk our hands back as if the hands were feet and they were carefully feeling the texture of the mat as you slowly release the hands back. Come onto the top of your fingertips. If you can't reach the floor, I recommend to use blocks or even cans of food, right? You can use something below you. Inhale, press the floor, reach the chest forward. Exhale, bend and fold. Twice more. Inhale, lift forward. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale, lift forward. Exhale, bend and fold. Bend your knees, slowly round up. Come on up, one vertebra at a time. Coming into mountain pose. Okay, let's start with the blueprint, which is the blueprint of all poses, Tadasana. Take a quick look down at your second and third toe. Point them directly forward in front of your mat. You will be standing here in front of your mat. Spread your chest wide. Lengthen the crown tall. Drop the tailbone straight down towards the heels. And then widen the chest. On the inhale, sweep your arms around and up. On the exhale, release the hands back at your heart. I'm going to turn towards you so that I can see you and you can see me. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up, tailbone down towards the heels, feet grounding into the earth, crown lifting to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Come into your breath all the way in and all the way out as you settle your palms towards the heart. Let's add a little bit more. Inhale, reach your arms around and up. Today we're working on equanimity. Equal balance on all sides. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, push against the floor, push against your blocks, or push against your shins. So find something to send the hands into and lengthen, cantilever your chest in the opposite direction. Exhale, fold. Step the feet back, downward facing dog. I'm going to move my blocks out of the way because I don't need them again for some time now. On the inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, soften your chest back. Look forward, step your feet forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Surrender. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do one more. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Exhale, bow forward, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Lengthen your spine. Keep looking forward. Exhale, step your feet back. Let's add a plank pose. So, getting ready for Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, plank, press the toes, lift the thigh bones up, spread your fingers wide. Exhale, softly bend the elbows. Lower all the way down to the ground. Slide your palms in line with your elbows, right behind your armpits. On the inhale, bring the toes together. Press the floor down and lift the heart open. Roll those collarbones wide. Exhale, push the floor away. Lift the hips back up, downward facing dog. And breathe. 1. Inhale, breathe into the back body. Exhale, ground the feet and the palms down. 2. Last one, inhale, breathe in. And then exhale, ground down. Inhale, lift your heels. Look forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Pull your chest back. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press down. Sweep the arms around and up. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Exhale, bow forward, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Lengthen the spine. And then exhale, let's take it back into downward facing dog. Stay there for 3 breaths. Breathe. Notice if you can separate the toes and lift all 10 toes up towards the sky. Notice what happens to your kneecaps. On the top of the kneecaps, the quadriceps. Lift those quadriceps up to your hips. Release the toes down. Now on the inhale, lift both heels up equally. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step towards your thumbs. Inhale, come up halfway. Let's add another pose here, Utkatasana. Bring the inner feet together or keep the feet slightly wide, about a fist width apart, and then bend your knees. Bend your knees. Imagine that there is a ball between the inner legs, inner thighs. Squeeze the inner knees, inner thighs together. And then slowly peel the belly away from the thigh bones. Tailbone lengthening diagonally back and then slightly curling in. Ribs softening in towards the back body. And then maybe the arms reach forward. If this puts too much stress on your lower back, you can place your hands on the hips. Inhale, otherwise both arms forward up and then rise up to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's add Utkatasana, awkward chair pose, fierce chair pose in our next cycle of Surya Namaskar. So inhale here. As you exhale, bend your hips, bend your knees, take a peek down, find the tops of your toes. On your breath in, inhale, reach the arms up. On your breath out, keep lifting the chest forward as your hands release to the floor. Press onto the floor, on the shins, on the blocks. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Cantilever the upper body forward. Exhale, keep lengthening forward. Hands down, feet back. Plank pose. Lower down, Chaturanga. Bend the elbows. Either all the way to the ground or some of you halfway with me. Inhale, open the chest. Either upward facing dog, this is upward facing dog, or the lower version, Bhujangasana. Those of you who are upward facing dog, pause and breathe. If you're down there on lower cobra, stay there. On the inhale, look to your right shoulder, open the right collarbone. Look to your left shoulder, open the left collarbone. Inhale, look forward, lift the crown up, and exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here 3 breaths. Find the balance between the right and left side of the foot, of your feet, and stay here and breathe. Take an inhale, lift your heels, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower the knees to the floor. Open the knees wide, big toes together, and then come on down into child's pose. Fold your elbows, bring the forearms together, hands on opposite elbows, and slowly lower the forehead down. Stay here and breathe.